Even the belief sign, I don't know if no one noticed, but the bottom of it is written in Asian text, which showed just a whole lot about the fact that she just was a woman that was just very versatile. And she's very much in culture. Very much. So, here. I want to come on right now. There it goes. I want to mention something out in this corner. In this corner, you see a picture here in this corner. That picture there is me on my prom when I was 16 years old. I'm 42 years old now. My mother kept this picture for 26 years. The letter she wrote to Nikki, that was 27 years old. Her favorite cousin in the corner, right here. And if you don't notice, always representing her spirituality, her faith, and her love in God. Because that's what she has. That's around in her home. You'll notice here, there's a display of dolls. Each one is of a different culture. This is Indian. This one is of a Greek culture. You can see in this doll. And the other doll she has here, this is Asian. Now, I'll walk on. I want to make a mention too. There used to be a bar here, on this other side here. In this dining room, my cousin Gloria, my granddad, and many other relatives have partied in this room. And this room right here that you see, they partied here. Now, I want to make mention of, like I said, these things is about her. That shows me why I just can't just pack. I got to make this point known to everyone. Now, it shows her mindset, because we're not no dumb people. We are very intelligent. And you best believe, no matter who watches this video or not, this video is going viral. And I know it's going to go viral. I know it, because I know what's ahead already. So there got to be a door that closed before everyone can walk into this next one. The world's going to know where this gift and all these good things that's in us come from. And who is the woman that's responsible for this. So I want to show out her books. How much she read. How much she enjoyed knowledge, this woman. And not just any kind of knowledge. If you look up close, which if I can bring the camera to, you will see that the books that she got, these are all spiritual. A collection of books that says the Servant Worship Praise Center. If you open up even her cabinet inside and you look in, she has more books. If you pull out, it even says the Tomb of God. She has in here the book, the Tomb of God. You see in here above it, she has the other angel. And she continues on with the encyclopedia. And the encyclopedias we had was more than this. This is a downside. This is downgrade. But even underneath, down here, this right here, this is a machine that actually sits this on top of here, on top of this base, and it shreds your paper for you. In the corner, over here, you see she has a typewriter and she has a fax machine. That says a lot about this woman's mindset and her strive and her thirst for knowledge. And to be able to learn whatever technology that was needed to learn in her modern age, to keep herself up in her knowledge and doing it in the technical fashion and technical way. She showed also too her belief that when you achieve things, you're supposed to be rewarded for it. That she shows the establishment of that by her son's trophies on top. And the belief of her faith in God, because it's the angel that sits in between it. However you design your home represents a lot about who you are and the person you are. In this window, I mentioned before, what I wanted to show that I thought is very prevalent in it being known, the fact that even in her window, she put an angel in her window. If we go head on in here, things I want to say, it was on this floor right here in this living room. It was down on this floor where my brother used to do push-ups, Timmy. And he used to let me sit on his back while he did push-ups. He would literally just let me sit on him and he did push-ups. And he would count how many he did. Meanwhile, right where you see this lamp is at, there was a television here, and he'd be watching a basketball game, doing push-ups. Probably why there's about like 6 or 7 hot dogs boiling on the stove. I want to make a point too, that behind this that my mother designed during the daytime, you can see if you pull this curtain back, she has a little chair that is hanging. What was prevalent to me when I saw this, because in ancient culture, you were killed, you were slaughtered, or you went through some type of punishment if you showed the fact that you had a belief in an almighty God, and your belief was not in man and in man's designs of things. That really says a lot about the person you are, because even today, some people are mocked for having crosses, or mocked for their belief. There are still places in this country where you're not allowed to worship openly your faith. Not your faith in God. You're not allowed to. So, I want to make a point and say that it was right here in this area that my stepdad fell. And when he fell, my mother didn't have the strength to get him up. She was battling cancer and arthritis. And she called me and I picked him up. And I helped walk him to the kitchen that he can go to the bathroom. And he battled cancer too. He battled prostate cancer. And he battled prostate cancer for many years. And no one knew. No one knew. What he would just tell me is that, Vet, I'm sick. I don't feel good, Vet. I don't feel good. You know. So I wanted to say that. Those few things I needed to show out. Now, if I can, well, let me shut this light off. Here. Now, we're going to head upstairs. This area here, the prevalence of here is where my mother, you see this mirror? My mother, when she got dressed, she stood in front of this mirror here many days. And I got many pictures of that, even recent, of her getting ready to go to church. And she got dressed right in front of here. You know. It was in his kitchen where my mother came home through that door. And there was a freezer used to be right here where you see that lamp at. It was a freezer right here. And my oldest brother used to sit on that freezer. And when my mother came home, she'd come home 11 o'clock at night from working a full-time job in the hospital. And we all sat down here and we talked. And we would talk for hours. She still gave to her kids after a full shift and talked to us. And she had the best conversations with Timmy. Let me tell you, yeah. They had some good intellectual conversations. Now, my prevalent, and like I said, and want to do this video and let everybody know the significance and what this all means to me, why this woman's, her glory and who she is or the righteousness has to be acknowledged because of what God is doing here with this family is not something that is typical. It's not something that's been done in other families. And no matter, I cannot edit, so this is all just coming out of the heart. When what you get, you get. If you like, you like. If you don't, you don't. It's not really about like someone liking it or not. It's just about me getting out the point of who this woman is, because when this world sees this, which is it's viral, they're gonna know and see everything before what I know that this world is going to know of the financial astronomical blessing that's going to back up everything that we stand for that comes through her. Okay? So some things very, very, very personal right now I'm going to share that has to do with my part in this and why I know God has me here. But matter of fact, even before I do, let's go take a trip somewhere else real quick. See, all this is on tape, so I'll try to remember as much as I can, but some things is going to have to be recorded out after everything is packed up. Now, I want to make a mention here. We know this is a room that I said my sister and I had lived in. Now, what I need to share that's so prevalent about this room is that where you see that closet at, that used to be a bed, it was here that my sister and I was praying to God. And I never will forget, I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I had a bad dream. And I was scared, I'm 9 years old, and I don't know what, but I whatever reason, when I woke up, I was like, I don't know what to do to make the dream go away. And you know what my sister told me? She said, that just start saying the name Jesus and just keep saying it. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, just keep saying his name over and over and over again, and then the feeling is going to leave you. So this particular night, I'm about 8, my sister's 9. We're in a bed that was right here. And I started saying the name Jesus with my sister. Matter of fact, she even suggested and said to me, that, do you want me to say it with you? And I was like, well, yeah, And she's like, okay, we'll say it together. So her and I in bed, and we're saying the name Jesus over and over and over again. Next thing I know, we started saying it so much, it was almost daybreak. Yeah. And I remember, and she do too, as we were saying it, when it got to daybreak, something happened. Something happened. And I just stopped. And I looked at this wall over here. It was actually, this was a wall where that closet is. It was flat wall. The bed was down here. The wall was above us. We was at the head foot of the bed, looking this way, saying, Jesus. And right on this wall, her and I saw an angel appear. And this angel was dressed in a white robe from head to toe. It was a Caucasian angel, came in ivory skin. He was ivory skin color man. Beautiful, bright smile. Dressed in white garment. And my sister and I was so in shock. I looked at her. She looked at me.